I don't know how I came across Chris Stillar. I'm trying to remember exactly, but when I did it, I was hell-bent that I had to see him yesterday. I don't know if you know how long this wait list is. But here's the thing, because I think in my head a lot, and God knows people have told me that, I had to know that he was real. So I sent an email to Chris, and I think I hit him the wrong way, because basically it was, she thinks she wants a freebie, right? He thought I just wanted a freebie, and I didn't even get a chance to rationalize and say, no, you don't understand. I just want to know you the real deal before I bring you on, because, anyway, we didn't hit it off well. But this is your opportunity. Don't be shy. To me, this is in many ways confidentiality. If I was in a hospital, I'm not going to share. If you get a message or someone else, that's all about you and your loved one. And this is an incredible, tremendous opportunity, so please take it. Really take it. Because I don't know about you, but hearing from my son, and even if you don't believe, because believe me, there was still a part of me. But when he says things that are specific, the one thing I will tell you that Chris told me about my son, the first time I met Chris in his office, when he, in the audience, then said, I know who you are. And I said, yes, I am. And he said, I think he almost said, were you that bitch? He didn't. He's classier than that. And then he actually said, you know what, I did listen to your show. Donna told me about it, and he liked it, and we did a show together, and we had great fun. Not only that, but we had listeners call in, and I actually set up, I shouldn't say this now, but I actually set up a few, because I knew their situation and the people. He was dead on with absolutely every single one of them. I also did not want to make the show about me, so as Chris gets up to go to the bathroom, he says, oh, and by the way, there's a father figure standing behind you. He didn't know anything about my parents, because I talk about my stepfathers and my father. There's something about his lungs. And my dad died from lung cancer. And most people think both of my parents are still living. So if he comes to you, if it feels real to you, please accept it. The other book I want to tell you about that did help me, and I'm not saying this because I know that there aren't many there, but when I was waiting to see Chris, when I was just waiting to get anything, because at that point when you are so hurt, you'll do anything and you want something, and a lot of stuff doesn't help. Eating clearly has not helped me. But his book did. I don't know, probably quite a few of you have already read that book. It talks about how he became who he became, and the stories and some of the situations and the people that he's met. I don't know how I can tell you about that book, but somehow or another that book got me through. It helped me with my journey, with my grief. I can't tell you why exactly, but it was like holding on to something that there is hope. There is something more. But what he said to me in that office was, your son, I'm getting something, he's telling me that it was a mixture of two substances. He also came out with the F-bomb. That was my son. Because Chris wouldn't normally say that. He told me it was a mixture of two substances. In the coroner's report that came out in July, he also told me that James went down fast. And he did. And it was his heart. But the mixture of the two substances were not street drugs, not beer, not alcohol, none of those things were found in his system. It was a combination of the two medications that the doctor had written him for back pain. I'm not saying that to you to go, I'm letting you know that some psychics give you, some mediums give you this, that, a lot of general things. There's no generalities about him. He is, again, I use the word schlep, but he's as down to earth as it gets. I don't endorse mediums, astrologers, whatever. I think for probably, I'd say, well over 150 that I've met or interviewed, this is the first time that I will stand here and say that I back him 150%. There are some gifts, and to me, I think Chris, his friendship, his talent, has been a huge gift in my life, and I really hope today that you are able to hear and receive some of those gifts yourself. So without further ado, the Rolling Stones.
I don't know how to follow that. Usually I try to be the funny one. tone. That's the tone of today. She's anything but. But she wasn't lying. The first time I had interaction with her, I did not like her. And it wasn't as much, whether you believe me or not, the fact that I thought she wanted a freebie. It was the fact that I felt she thought I needed her to promote me and I had to prove it. That was the issue. I've given many free readings, but that might have been part of it. But I didn't know the woman. And I can say there's a handful of times I've had connections with people in life that started out very rocky that I thought, I don't want anything to do with them. And then you turn out to be good friends or you have great connections with. So I'm honored, Kim, that you did what you did today. You were perfection. And I thank you for coming out and speaking to these people and being able to share emotionally and in a funny way, you know, what you're dealing with. And that takes a lot of class.
Okay, so just yes or no, and be honest. If I am on this side of the room, to the left, I don't know if both of these people will be for the same person or if we got different people going or if you're even going to understand it. I need to talk. I had two females coming through to me when I meditated. And one thing that I need to say is I had, in the order that they came through, I had a young female that was coming through that either drowned or died because of fluid in her lungs. And I feel more of a pull to the left or to the back or over to the side for some reason. But she was coming in that I would classify either she died young or she's below the person that she's coming through for because there seems to be a youthful or young feeling. But to me, some kind of a drowning or liquid in the lungs thing coming up. And the second female that was coming through, as crazy as this might sound, was a female killed in an impact or car accident. And I don't know if she deliberately did it or like it's a suicide thing or what this is, but I felt like I have two of them coming through. And the one thing I want to say, somebody know where Shannon or Sharon or why that name would come up? Because I was hearing the name when I was meditating, and it's got that sound to it. So that's what I got so far, and I felt pulled here. Does somebody on this side of the room understand this?
There's the name.
But nothing else I've said? Oh, I thought the lady behind you were talking. You're talking. I know you. You're the sisters. Can you take the mic?
The young female could be someone my age who
Died young or passed young?
who passed young.
Not that you're old,
No,
but
who passed young.
and do you know if it's a drowning or the fluid in the lungs?
Do you want me to tell you what I know?
No. Do you know if there's a drowning or a fluid in the
There would
lungs?
be fluid in the lungs. Yes.
Okay, and she was young.
And she was young.
And do you know where the SHN or SHR sounding name, Shannon, Sharon, would come into play?
I know where the name Slay would be her last name.
No. She's acknowledging, or whether it's her or this other female, they're bringing up a Sharon or Shannon sound. SHN is the way the name is coming through to me. And I have somebody died in a car accident coming through female. And I feel like she either caused it or it was like a deliberate act. You understand that? You keep listening, okay? I'm not ignoring you. This lady back there.
My aunt passed away in a car accident. She was the drunk driver, and her and her husband both passed away.
And she was driving?
Yes.
And she was impaired?
Yes.
So her taking accountability or ownership or whatever. I know it's suicide, but there's just something about accountability or like caused it. It wasn't because of somebody else hitting her or running into her. Okay, well let's just... Oh, and one other thing, this is weird. Tabby? Is there something Tabby or Tabitha?
Tabitha, yes.
Who's Tabitha? Or Tabby or...
It's her son's wife's sister.
Huh?
Yeah.
There's a Tabitha connected to that?
And a Sharon.
And Sharon. That's all I care about. Because I was hearing Tabby or Tabitha or something, just not when I meditated, but just when I was focusing out. Okay, so can you stand? I can hear you. I feel like I'm talking about, for some reason this female wants me to acknowledge something about 2 boys, or some reason why I'm only being shown 2 at this point in time that she's indicating. Not 3, but 2. This is not a bad thing, but there could be something that's different about 2 of them, or why she groups 2 of them and hasn't introduced the other one yet. What do you think 2 would be the connection of that's similar? Do you even know?
Yeah, 2 of them have...
The same dad or something? Or
no, 2 of them have drug problems.
currently?
Yes.
Okay, because I can only talk about 2 boys, even though you told me there's 3. I don't want to flip it. Because she keeps saying 2, like she wants to talk about the 2. Now, are you... How do I say this? Something going on for you, I feel kind of pissy all of a sudden about where you live and not happy about some aspect. And does something feel cluttered, or do you feel inundated with stuff around you where you live for some reason? Are you like anxious, or, no, I don't know what my word is. Do you want to move, or you're not happy about where you are but you don't know what you want to do?
I just moved. Because of that, yes.
Because of that?
Yes.
Have you unpacked where you are?
Not fully, no.
Because I just feel like inundated, or things aren't, like I feel crowded or something. So you've just moved. And you moved because of what she's telling me? Like that was the reason behind it?
No.
I thought you just said yes. I thought you said I just moved because of that.
No, because of having happy.
Right, okay.
Right.
No, that's okay. I'm not punishing you, or I just need to keep it straight in my head, and you speak up if anything starts to come for the other, if the other female's going to be the one. And you do need to put some distance for yourself between, I don't know if it's family, it feels like family, that you just have to. I want to chalk this up to self-preservation, is the feeling, where you're an emotional one. I don't mean here, you're holding it together, but you're an emotional one in your everyday life, and people really know how to affect you in a negative way, or you allow it, I should say. But I feel like, are you aware of needing to put some distance, or, but I don't mean like a divided thing, like you'll never talk to again. It's not that thing. There's no lawsuit, there's not that crap. I just feel like I need to pull back from. And it feels like a craziness. Do you feel that in your family?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have, this is in a crowd, you have done an amazing job with turning one aspect of your life around that you caught, that you did, that you became aware of, that you matured up about. And she is really praising you for this, because you didn't initially have a problem, but it could have went that way, and you knew it, and you caught it. And she's like, bravo. Do you understand that? Did you used to do something with a substance issue that you now don't?
No, not really.
Well, you know.
Well, when I was younger, I took drugs and stuff, but not.
Well, what are drugs? I'm not asking you to confess. I'm not the priest.
Yeah.
But she's making me feel like
Young.
you have stopped something that to me felt substance-based, that you didn't have a problem like addiction, but it was a slippery slope, and the people you were with and the whole direction of your life.
Yeah.
And the thing that is amazing that she brings up is how you caught this yourself and became aware of it and made the changes. It wasn't because of some program. It wasn't because of pressure. Do you understand that or no? Okay. So I didn't want to haul out the drug stuff on you, but you said drugs too. Like, you could have just said, I did pot. That's pretty much almost acceptable. That's what you meant. That's not what you said. She's so sorry. It was their time to go. She's funny. She's only sorry she's stuck with the husband now. She was good for her going. She didn't bargain for that. Was she a funny person?
She was young whenever, like, I was young when she passed away, so I don't really remember her that much.
Okay, can you check with people and see if she would joke about the husband or why she would like make me feel like now I'm like shackled to his ass for eternity? Kind of got that feeling. And she's laughing. I know she's joking, but she's laughing about it. Okay? Here's a prediction for you, and it's not always one you want to hear. I'm not seeing a death in regards to either one. I want to be clear about that. One of the boys, whatever the substance thing is, one does a turnaround or gets a grasp and some control. One doesn't, and I'm sorry for telling you that. One is like way knee deep, too far. I don't want to say too far gone because anything in life can happen. But she makes me feel like there'll be hope. Or not even hope, you can have hope for both. One's going to do something in a different direction, whatever that is. One, I just think it might be same old for much of his life because of the pattern. And there's far more than just a drug thing there. There's this whole emotional stuff going on inside from his childhood and younger. And the poor bugger is just so damaged, is the way that she's describing it. But she does love them, obviously, and she's around, but she's not judging them. Who else is with you? Here.
My mother-in-law and a friend.
Do they know these people? No? Yeah. Okay. So, well, I hope it's not the other side of the family you're putting distance in. It felt like your family, but I can't tell family lines. Tom? Sorry, Tom, just got me pulled over to my right. Tom, I'm going to need more than a name, so you're going to just have to hold on. Who's the Tom? Just wait and see. I felt pulled to my right, though, guys, so just, you listen. And what would either be, and now see, I hate giving, there's something with the throat. There's something with the throat, so I'm talking... I don't think asphyxiation, but there's something health-related or something problematic, esophagus, and in this region that's coming through. Did you understand the name? Tom or Tawny? Tommy or Tony? No, there's... Throat cancer or something? Because I just felt pulled to my right, just when I thought I was wrapping up with you. You guys keep listening, but I gotta stick to what they're bringing. Oh God, you weren't counting on this shit, were you? You got a look on your face. This is your first time. We got a spiritual virgin here, ladies. Clap. You said was a friend to you. Can you tell people what I said that you relate to instead of me speaking for you? And Mike, right up to your mouth, please. Right close.
Years ago, I worked with a man named Tom who had cancer in his throat. He passed away.
Okay, so let's just see if it's him or what he'll say or if somebody else is going to come through. And sometimes people are the gatekeepers, I call them, because they open the door and then other people will flood in. But they're the strong ones to pull me so I know where the energy's going. And this is not about him. He just, I think, doing what I just said. I've got an older female coming through, and I feel like I've got an elephant sitting on my chest for my lungs. And I don't know if I call it a burning sensation in my lungs, but I can't breathe. So it literally feels like COPD or like a lung cancer or emphysema thing. You still think?
That would be my mother.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that will have it, but I feel pulled here. So we need another mic, if you don't mind, here. You think you understand it? But what I'm curious about is the pull to Tommy got me here. then the throat cancer health issue, but then now I feel like I've got a mom or an older female coming through, and I just feel like I can't breathe, and like an elephant's on my chest, and it's like a burning.
That's my aunt that died of lung cancer.
Okay, so just wait and see, and then I want you to speak, ma'am.
My mother also passed from lung cancer
And what did I say before that you thought I was with you?
at the drowning.
Oh, from back over there. But a female?
No.
See, I had a female, so I can't parlay that here. So just wait and see. And it's not unheard of. You might get who you think, but I feel like Tommy, the throat, the cancer. Now I have this female in the lungs issue. And I don't know your name, but ma'am, I'm going to say you need to know your role is not about fixing things for people all around you all the time. Because it'll make you go insane, is what they're telling me. Are you like Holly Hobby and make everything nice? And I think that's very wonderful. I do. I think, but maybe you need some kind of limitation for your own benefit, so that you don't. You ever do something really nice for some people, and then it's like they get mad or they don't appreciate it. And it's not like you need big thanks, but then it's like they shit on you, and it's like that makes me feel so crappy. And all I wanted to do was the right thing, and yet it backfired. Does that happen to you?
Of course.
So pick what you do, but it's not everything. You're not to save everybody or every scenario or every family grouping and connection. Sometimes families just don't get along, or this one fights with this one, let it be. Don't try to, you will get more shrapnel in your face if you try to get in the middle of stuff and try to make it better. Now, are you married?
Yes, I am.
This doesn't mean it's him. Does he have a liver thing going on?
No, my brother just got diagnosed with a liver.
Your brother, not your husband, so the male to your side,
Yeah.
with the liver. Because they want me to talk about a liver thing going on. So it's the female talking about it, it's not Tommy. It's the female that's acknowledging the living male and the liver issue. What? Have I puzzled you?
Yes.
Didn't you just say your brother has a liver thing?
Yes.
What did I puzzle you with? You are the sweetest thing, a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. It must be hard. I've not been in your shoes, nor do I want to be, where somebody is peppering me with things that they would expect me to know. So it must be difficult. But just know that they're bringing, he needs to, your brother, I don't want to say he's not taking it seriously, because it could be very serious at this point where it's new or something where he's like, oh, I'm on board, I'm a game player, I'll do what they say. He won't stay that way, or he's going to fall off the wagon. I don't mean drinking. I mean not doing proper things to benefit this, because I feel like he needs to help himself. He needs to help himself, and I think he will for a little bit, and then just watch, okay? But it's like he's got to take this serious. Is there a Mark connection? Is there a Mark? And no Mike. It's MK.
It's an M.
The person that passed? A male? Well, because it wasn't female. Just know I've got an M that's pulling me here, so we'll wait and see, okay? I can't promise you anything. What's the fires? The fires, the outdoor fires, the campfires, the outdoor fires.
In the backyard.
Is this something that was like a popular thing, or like?
It's something that we do every year in the backyard.
Does he not want you talking?
No, he wants to talk as well.
He didn't even shake his ass when he danced. I had to move him.
We do a lot of fireworks.
I just want to embarrass you.
We do.
Because he wants me to talk about whatever the bonfire, the whole, like for me it would be a cottage thing that the kids do around the bonfire.
We do it in our backyard.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what would be, I'm assuming it's like a little trailer or something that is sitting there that doesn't get used, or I really want to call it junk or a piece of shit, and it's got to go.
It is. It's a trailer. piece of shit.
Is this your son or who's passed?
My son.
I can't validate, like, other than me, but he's okay. But Dad, get that shit out of there. That's what he's saying. He used to do something there that you wouldn't want him to know that he did in life. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's smoking. I don't know. No. Stay up. I don't know what I want. In October? Why does he want me to say October and you keep listening, ma'am, behind?
I don't know what October.
So there's no birthday or significant date of October?
No.
Do you have that? Are you guys together? That's too freaky. Well, for full disclosure, I know Anna. I don't brag about it, but I know Anna. I'm kidding. There's a history. No, there's a history, and Anna's a great woman, and she brings a lot of people here. But when I called to confirm the tickets she needed at the door, she said, oh no, there'll be one less. And she said, I'm bringing new people. It'd be nice if they got red. I didn't even respond, because the chances of that happening with this many people. So I'm happy what little you're getting, or how much you're getting, or whatever this is. And I don't want to belittle the point, but I think that trailer needs to go. That's got to be a sad spot for somebody else too, not just him. And the skeptics will say, their son has passed, and all he talks about is a shitty trailer. And there's something, I'll probably get this wrong, something with a truss or a support system in the roof. You're not going to probably know this, that you need to look at. I don't know if it's broke or cracked, but it seems like a main support beam or something that he's talking about. And it feels like where you live. He's just acknowledging this.
Okay.
So, how hot is it today? When you go home, you might want to crawl up into the attic. Or not. I don't get a dire feeling from this, but I do feel like something support-wise or something's cracked that would be a main support thing. I don't know why he's bringing that up, but it feels like in the roof area that he's referencing. And why would he put a trophy by Dad? A trophy.
Number one dad? I don't know.
That could be it. Does he have one? Does he have a trophy that says number one dad?
No, but he called him. So
No.
told him he was the number one.
It's his only dad, right? Is it his only dad?
No.
Oh, so that's why you're number one.
Yeah.
But that's not what, there's something that I felt like he's talking about somebody having a trophy, or the trophy connection. So to me, that's either a sports thing, or something that he's trying to acknowledge about a trophy. I can't say.
Oh dear, my son just went into a championship for bodybuilding. Just. Last weekend.
Like this past weekend?
Weekend.
How did he do?
He placed 5, number 5th.
Did he get some kind of an award or trophy or something?
He got something.
Like a medallion?
A big medal, yeah, medallion.
Okay, I was just seeing a trophy set next to a male living, and I thought, oh, it's Dad. But there's a sports thing that he's trying to acknowledge, trophy-based, that he wants you to know he's aware of. Okay? And do you have the irritating barking frickin' dog?
Yes.
Because he just keeps going on. But I think he probably likes the dog, so don't, whether he knows it or not, but I think he doesn't have a problem with the dog. I was like, son of a gun, won't shut up. He didn't like that dog? I don't think, honestly, he has a problem with the dog right now, other than I think he thinks it's funny and annoys the shit out of other people. And I mean that. There's 2 other people with him when he died. And I'm sorry for being blunt about that, but he's just acknowledging something.
They were 4 of them.
I feel like I got to reference two or talk about two. So what do you?
Listen here, if you're saying October, that man wants you.
Okay.
You're talking about two other people who someone's already died. Can I see? I don't know.
Just listen, but did your person drown or have fluid in the lungs? No. Because it feels more like the fluid in the lungs connection. I feel like I got to talk about I wasn't alone and I was seeing at least, I don't want to say at least, I said that, two other people. But speak
Okay, fluid in the
right into your mouth.
Okay, fluid in the lungs is my father, and he got diagnosed in October.
Okay.
And he passed away.
Okay, so just keep listening, okay? Tommy's like, well, look what I've done.
Mommy and my father were friends.
Tommy just said, look what I've done. Bringing these people through. Bringing your son through. What are you going to say to me with your hand up? Right up to your mouth.
I need to tell you my son.
Right up to your mouth.
My son drowned.
Okay.
So I know that that's him because I can feel it.
Yeah, we're not competing. Listen, I'm not big enough guy. I'll share it.
I've seen a psychic
Mhm.
medium before, and he came through, and it was totally amazing that he's come through again.
Good. Well, I'm happy for you because some people haven't even had it the first time. But it's not just a question of love. Her son loves her, loves them. It isn't just a love thing of why they're coming through. Not everybody likes me. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Not everybody likes me. And spirit's no different. There's people that probably would choose not to come through a medium like me. Because I don't fit their style. Or maybe there's somebody that's down the road that, they're going to run into or get a message from. So it isn't, I'm a radio receiver, literally, and it's what I'm picking up or who I get. But it doesn't mean that, and this is not a competition, but it's not like your son loves you more than any of these other people. It isn't that way. It's just they know who's going to come through. This is never, people get pissed. I didn't get read. What a waste of $30. Not everyone, but some. And all I can say to you, this was never a format I never promoted in that you're going to get read. This is like, get your feet wet, see if this guy's any good, or is he legit, or whatever, and then take it from there. And it's not even about come and see me. You need to leave here and have a life and have a connection with your own family. And they don't want to come through a medium. So you might as well come to an entertaining one anyway. You're a little person, a little down to earth. Okay. What's the bridge connection, or why would he show me something that's like overhead?
Where he passed away, there were
A bridge?
canal.
Okay, but is there a bridge there?
Yes.
Because he's showing me like something spanning whatever this waterway is, so it must not just be a lake. There's you said a canal, but to show me that it's not like some lake or Lake Simcoe or up in North Bay or something. All I'm seeing is that there's some kind of a bridge that spans this area that he's acknowledging, and
It's like Ontario.
and there's a bridge,
There is many.
Now the river on the docks.
and it was right there.
Right down the coast.
All I know is there's something about the bridge.
I walked over that bridge while we were looking for my son,
Okay.
and
You're giving me information because one of the things he was trying to show me was that he wasn't found completely immediately. But that's okay. That shit thanks. No, I'm kidding. What he was going into was, and the other meeting probably told you, there's a period of pain. There is a period. I can't lie to you. He won't lie to you. But the thing that I swear to God he keeps having me focus on is the serenity, the peacefulness that he felt that quickly came after the panic part ended. And I literally, it's not about being, did you get goosebumps or something? You just freaking did. Don't apologize. I like when people do that. It's not a drug thing. It's not an alcohol thing. I don't care if it's something that's system or not. That's not why he's saying this.
Look Who's Talking, the movie.
Yes.
Remember when the baby's in the womb and she gets the drug? And he looks at his hand and it says this. This is not going to be high or drunk or on some kind of medication where he's saying this. It has that freeing sense of the reality seems like surreal to him when the calm came in. But he has to use the humor of the hand from Look Who's Pregnant or no, Look Who's Father or whatever that is. Was it okay, 17 big or important or why 17?
He was 16 when he passed. 17th year.
Well, we can make that big, can't we? I don't know. He's saying 17 or wanting to acknowledge 17, so you do the math. I don't know I mean, technically on his funeral card it would say 17th year, but I don't know if that's it or if it's an actual date that's important. Disney, so what's the Florida connection?
Oh, my daughter takes her children to Florida all the time.
So is my sister.
All the time.
They have more money than God, and all they go to is Disney. It's a shame. Oh, this is being videotaped.
It is being videotaped.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't post that. I've seen Disney. I've seen the Florida thing. You know, it's very general, but he just bring it up. But what I loved is the way you said always. Always. It's not like a one-time thing. Always. Always.
3 times a year.
Have you had your blood checked lately?
No.
I'm not trying to scare you, and you shouldn't be scared. I just seen blood being drawn into your arm. So.
I have surgery coming up.
Oh, when?
June 25th.
You're going to be having blood coming out of your arm before too long. It was indicating blood being removed or tested.
Within 2 weeks, I'll be doing blood work at pre-op.
Okay, because he's talking about blood coming out, that it's like, well, thank you. But the truth is, I don't mean this, your son's amazing. Because without him, I'm nothing. Truly. He needs to come through and do this for you. Or I'm just a guy that is raising money and taking money and giving you nothing. But you just never know. But no, he's with you. That whole blood thing and the shitty trailer.
Carl?
That whole blood thing is like, Mom, I'm with you. I'm still with you. I can't give your son back to you. That's the downfall of a medium. I can give you a momentary connection or a private reading should they choose to come through, a longer time of hearing from them, but I can't give him back to you. Probably the biggest reason is because you never lost them. It's just changed. Right. And it's an energy. And they talk to you in a subtle way. So when people ask, somebody asked me what I saw, one of the questions, what do I see, shadows and that? What he showed me was actually in my head a video of a blood person, a vampire, pulling blood, not a vampire. Somebody had a lab or something pulling blood out of me to be tested. So that was a visual example. I just thought to say that now. You gotta, I don't know what's like the big event coming up. It's like a biggie.
My stepdaughter's wedding.
Like this year?
Yes, October.
He brings this up because guess whose ass will be at the wedding? Is it a dry wedding? No. By but it's clean in there. Can't drink, but I guess you can smell. That would be my thing when I die. I miss food. know, I would. Oh, and you have lots of mine. Here's the sentimental thing everybody expects to hear, but I don't always give it because I don't always see it. Kissed you, and he thanked you, and he loves you, and he's not leaving you. But this is going to end now. That's what he said. You still got shoes? Do they stink?
I don't think, but I do have them.
I think there's an odor. You don't have to go home and sniff. There's something about an odor. That's okay. What's your name?
Lori.
Lori. It was nice meeting you. I don't know what he was like. Could have been a drinker and not honorable. Who knows? He makes me feel like he's an honorable man, and it saddens him with the way that things went down afterwards, and there was no need for it. There was no need. He's not reprimanding you. I need to be clear about that. There's a male and a female that I don't know if they're connected or not, that he's not overly impressed with. Yes or no?
No.
Okay. I'll still say a male and a female he's not happy about in whatever their actions were, in the way that this all came about. Don't make it fit. It's okay.
The buyers.
Oh, no. Man and woman.
Yeah, man and woman. The buyers.
He's not happy about it didn't have to be this way. I don't feel like ethically or morally or something is right. So that's just the way he makes me feel, that he's talking about. Is your mom? No, she's passed, right? Oh, she's alive? Okay. What I want to say is her eye. Is there something about her eye? Because he's talking about her eye.
Yeah.
So if it, I didn't know because of all the stuff that's been said, if you had told me, but that was your aunt with the lungs, right? He wants me to talk about a living female, older, that to me would be mom, and he keeps making me feel like the one eye's buggered up or something.
Yes.
Okay, this is obviously being tended to, or they've tried or done things, so it's not just ignored. But it's pretty bad for her, like the vision or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
She's going fine.
She's in the one eye?
Actually, both, but one is worse than the other.
I feel like I'm really focused on one, and a problem with her eye is the way that he acknowledges it. Did a dog die shortly around the time that he did?
Yes.
I wasn't sure. He's telling me somebody buried the dog with them, but I don't think so. But there's something about the time frame and a dog dying shortly around the time that he did, but he's talking about having this dog.
Yes. The dog.
Oh shit, this is specific.
A dog just died, and we still have his ashes. But there's another dog, and we're going to bury them with my dad.
Seriously?
Yes, because my
Is
dad.
that legal? Is he a cemetery? I'll edit that out.
My dad is a dog lover.
Dog lover? Well, he's talking about the dog and having the dog. And then I wasn't sure if the dog's being buried or was buried with them. I don't want to change the pretense of that. Or whether the dog died around. So he's giving me two messages there. So there's the dog that died around when he did, but then whatever the possible burial might be, issue with him, that's odd, or not odd, but not common. Not common. When my uncle died up north, he was a trapper. His other brother, who doesn't handle death well at all, wanted to put in a stuffed beaver, like a taxidermy beaver, into the coffin with his brother Ivan. And Peter has issues, so they didn't want to tell him. So Peter, to this day, thinks that Ivan went to the crematorium with the beaver. The guy's not a bad thing, eh? But like the Egyptians. Send them off. But this was the animal. And what the undertaker told us, without Peter present, is there's no way we can cremate him. It's illegal. Because if they ever got audited or checked, and they found bones that were animal bones and not human, they would lose everything. So I don't know why I'm telling you that, except that you're putting dogs with your dad. He's not opposed to it, I guess. So, and this is general, but there's a real estate sign you just showed me, nothing to do with his house. There's another scenario that's coming up, or is like just about to happen, because he plopped her down and it's just in front of you. I don't know if it's you, but it's going to be connected to the family. I don't know if somebody's on a busy street or something, or why I feel like somebody's not liking something about the area or the street. So, but he just plopped the for sale sign down. So there's going to be, that's kind of simple for me. There's a change coming, or like a move.
My mother.
Speak.
My mother is going into an apartment.
Ah, okay. So this is something planned and will be coming.
Yes, it's coming in July.
Okay, so shortly. Well, that's what I deem is coming, and he's aware of this or acknowledging this for you. Okay? He thinks he's a taller man now than he was in life. Is there a joke about that, or is there something, was he like height challenged? I don't think so. You're not short.
No, he was a tall man.
Why does he make me feel like I feel taller than? Was there something, a joke about his height, or no?
No.
Okay. Tommy says, you're welcome. He did. He just said, you're welcome. A blast from the past. Phil? Phil? I just heard Phil. Phil. I know you. You came to the Newmarket event and spoke. No? No, you didn't. You're a client? I know your friggin' face. That I know. That's okay. Names can be alive. I'm good with names alive. But I don't know if more's coming of this or not. Is there mom past or mom's past? I do not remember, like, your scenario. When's the last time I read you?
2 years?
Okay. I don't remember your case or your scenario. Is mom past or a mother figure past?
My mother, yeah.
Okay, so let's just wait and see. Diamond, 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 diamond. What's that mean?
I don't know.
Why did you just laugh? Sometimes messages come out in segments. Let me tell you, 2 weeks ago I had a young girl in my office. Her boyfriend died 4 years ago in a car accident. She was there for the reading, and at one point near the end of the reading, I said to her, he's showing me you taking a ring on, putting it off, putting it on, taking it off. I said, you don't wear the ring. It's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. And she looks at me and she says, I don't know. And I said, okay, just remember he's showing, and this is recent, that he's showing. And then I said, and what's funny about a frog? He's putting a frog on your shoulder, and he's laughing hysterically. And she looks at me and she says, is it a real frog? I said, in my mind it is. It's on your shoulder. And he's holding up this frog and laughing crazily. And all of a sudden she went, I get it. She says, my boyfriend from 4 years ago was born in Quebec, but only spoke English. And he used to say, those effing frogs. Those effing frogs. And she says, and the ring thing you had just said before the frog connection was, I've been dating a guy for 2 years and we've been looking for engagement rings, but we haven't found one or bought one. And I've been trying them on and taking them off. And so his way, it came in stages. I've never connected the ring on and off to a frickin' frog, but they know what they're trying to say. So I don't know what the diamond thing is for you or for her, but you know, whatever it is, she's like, diamond, diamonds. I'm hearing that song. But there's something about diamonds that would be recent or something that she's wanting you to know she knows, is aware of. Did she have a problem with her ass, leg, hip area that was problematic? Ass, leg, hip?
Maybe her leg. Yeah, maybe her leg lower.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going lower. I feel like I'm here and I'm up, and I don't know if it's a pain thing, and I feel stiff, and I have a problem getting off the chair, I think. It's the way she's showing this. Is she a larger frame lady?
No, very.
Oh, I've got a bigger lady coming through with bigger legs. Bigger legs. And I've got a pain going up my leg. Is that sciatica or something?
Maybe my mother-in-law.
Same thing to me.
Yes.
Same thing to me.
Yes.
Or they're both coming through. Yeah, but one's got a sore ass in the leg. I'm sorry. That's what she's indicating. No, not still. But that's the thing. If I came in and said something else about her, she's got to bring up something that would be a memory thing for you to know. Oh, maybe she's talking about my mother-in-law. Who's got the short? Oh, here I am, fudging it. E or A name, short E or A name, female. Anna, Edna. What's the? So do I. But, and I'm not discrediting that, but.
Just broke her hip.
And Anna, or what? Edna just broke her hip. It's like I'm playing darts and we'll see what sticks. But I swear to God, I'm not doing that. There's something.
Erica.
Oh, sure.
That's me.
You're Erica?
Yes.
Lovely name, Erica.
Thank you.
I did not remember that.
No.
But there's like the short E or A name that they're bringing up. Thank God it's not Edna. It's an old name. Too general. There's something, two things have recently happened. No, I don't know if there's things. She's got a thing where you're holding your breath in life, just waiting for something to pass. And I feel like I'm stepping over two things. Don't have a clue what that means. And I feel like it'll be okay, but I feel like you're not sure, and I feel like you're holding your breath, and it's like, we'll see how this plays out, or how this goes. But then I see you get past it. I see you get past it. And there could be reasons in a crowd why it's so cryptic. I have no clue. I have no clue. But that's just the feeling she's given. And I don't know if it's your mother-in-law or your mother, or if they're like stereo. But know that. What got me to you? Phil. And Phil's alive. So what's the Phil connection?
He's my significant other.
Why would you? The ex-mother-in-law saying it's okay to move on, possibly. Oh, the two things would be like a second marriage.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. You did the math. I don't care. I'm going to eat after this. My life will go on. And I know the dead people aren't going to haunt me because I'm pretty much doing everything they want me to do. So just know that Ma and ex-Ma probably are happy for you, but diamonds. Are you engaged?
No, but I'm about to move in with him.
Maybe they want you to be engaged? Diamonds. Okay. And there's a living dad or an older male that's alive that they're showing me that I feel like, that's okay, just remember that I'm saying it. We need to ignore him or not connect with him or not let him bother us. You don't get it. Your face intrigues me because you grin and you smile and you nod and you don't know shit what I'm telling you. Were you like this in my office? Did I have trouble reading you in the office? Because let's be honest, they're not all cakewalk.
Well, one time you looked and said, I don't know why you're here.
I'm honest.
Yeah.
Did I read you and take your money anyways?
3 times.
What I will tell you is, yes, I take your money because you're using my time. But I don't go after the people, they call me. Bye, lady.
Not complaining.
Somebody's leaving, bye-bye.
They were great readings.
Were they? Good, I'm happy, and I'm glad they come through to acknowledge the diamonds. But you maybe, I don't know, do you ever listen to, what's that psychotherapist on satellite radio, Dr. Laura? Why are you giving the milk away? Get the diamond.
I'll tell him you said that.
Okay. Is he a big guy? Tall?
6 feet.
Yeah, that's big enough. Are you like, oh, so you're not even talking marriage. But why am I feeling like, oh, it'll be either something small destination or just a little courthouse thing? You're not even talking marriage, are you?
I'm not.
Has he? Well, I'm not trying to
Chris, yeah.
Is there something about, like, could we go away when it happens, or will we just do it local?
We haven't gotten that far, no.
Okay, I'd go away personally, I love that. And then only the people you really want there come. And you don't have to feel bad about it. And it's the second one, I don't know about him, but you do what you want, Erica. But I've got to tell you, the moms are coming through to let you know, and you get through this, so this is a good thing, and it felt good, and it felt like, yeah, I don't know what else I can say. Okay, 4 times you've been read. This was brief, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good, thanks.
Don't do those faces to a medium, though. They screw us up. Does anybody have any questions based on what you've seen or past the time? I'm sorry that more didn't get read. I'm happy for the people that did. I thank you all for coming out and supporting the dance club and my 2 girls that are in university. They thank you, even though one's not here. And I hope I was able to crack the door open just a little bit for the non-believers, and if not, well, go home. And you'll find your truth, whatever that is. I'm open for people finding their own truth. So thank you, guys.